Good morning vlog. Happy Tuesday. Let me start my walk and then we can chat. I am currently getting my bearings back. The past weekend has been so much fun and I have not done so much in such a small frame of time in a very, very long time. First off, hi, welcome or welcome back. My name is Rebecca. I am 26. I live in Maine, married. I work for Wayfair. That's what I'm doing now when I'm not talking to you guys. Beyond that, I go to Purdue Global University full-time, studying for my bachelor's in analytics. I am also just a girl, you know? It's my birth month, so wish me happy birthday or else. I'm definitely not one of those people, but figured it's fun. Anyway, happy Tuesday. Like I said, crazy fucking weekend. It was a long weekend to start, and then I took a half day on Friday, and one of my best friend's bachelorettes was this weekend. Yeah, and it was just like, I want to do a fucking bachelorette like every other month at this point, because it's like being with like the girls' energy and like being a girl. It's like girlhood. It just feels so good. It, like just being with 5 girls in a hotel room and like getting ready together and like sharing your makeup and like giving each other tips on clothes. We're like doing temporary tattoos, and it seems so silly, but it's just like, it's so heartwarming, and it was just like such a good weekend. So Friday night we went to my girlfriend's house, and like she did charcuterie. She made a presentation PowerPoint on all of us and like why she loves us and like all that. Beyond that, that was Friday night. Saturday morning, we just like woke up, got ready for the day, and drove down to Connecticut from New Hampshire and went to a Hardy concert. I do not know one fucking Hardy song. Well, I say that. Throughout the concert, I knew 2 songs total, so not bad. Did I know the words? No, but I knew like the vibe. And some songs, you know how it goes. Once you hear the chorus once, you're good to at least sing along. So I knew 2 songs, so that was fun. But regardless, like watching one of my best friends like sing her heart out to this band person she loves, so good. And then just the girls she has in her like support system are all great. So that was just like so heartwarming. And then Sunday we drove home, got brunch, that kind of thing, hung out at her home for a while before driving back. So then I got home, unpacked some things as one does laundry, like post-trip stuff. Then went to Buffalo Wild Wings with my husband because he had the draft for his fantasy football league. I helped him, he helped me, So I had to go to the bar. I didn't have to. Went to the bar with him Sunday night. And then yesterday went to a Red Sox game for the first time and Topgolf as well. So lots of firsts this weekend as well. But it was just such a good weekend. I'm like, I'm feeling so, like my heart is feeling very filled. My social battery, very low. So anyway, getting my bearings this morning. Like I said, I've been working for like an hour and a half already. And just like coming back from a 4-day weekend, it was definitely like, it's a slow ease into things, like checking the email, checking my metrics, all the good stuff. But yes, diving back in. This week is also going to be a short week for me. I don't know who I am this summer. I have never been one to, like, I feel like do as much as I've been doing. And I don't know if it's because I have, like, more friends that are local, or if it's because I'm getting older and I just, like, have more disposable income, or if it's because, I don't know what, but I feel like I'm doing something every freaking week, which is really, it's great. Anyway, hoping my social battery can, like, rejuvenate through my work day today and tomorrow. I work fully remote from home. I almost have no contact with people. Today I actually have therapy and a one-on-one with my mentor, both of which don't really require a lot out of me. Well, that's not necessarily true. But less mental load than having like 5 girls and like being in a car for hours. Anyway, hoping I can rejuvenate my social battery for the week. And if nothing else, I think Saturday afternoon and Sunday I'm not doing anything, so I'll have those days to kind of sit with myself. But yeah, we're getting back into the swing of things this week. I have not run or been to the gym since Friday, and I don't say that as like, oh my god, but I'm training for a half marathon. So when you have to do 5 training runs in a week and you don't start till Tuesday and you have till Saturday, it's kind of a lot. So just like after such a fun weekend, there was definitely like Tuesday scaries last night of being like, I have so much to do, I have so many things, like kind of stressed out. But like I said, hopefully today and the next few days during work I can kind of rejuvenate, since most of the time I just sit in silence and get my steps going and kind of zone out, because my job frankly does not require a lot of mental capacity. So with that being said, good morning, welcome back to this rambly chatty video. I'm sure I'll be gabbing up a storm, and I will continue my walk, get to work, and I'll check in with you guys at some point later. Ready. Jump. 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 Yay. Good job. Okay. Just finished my therapy appointment. Oh, bless you. And I don't know, it's sessions like that where I'm like, honestly, I could have ended at like 15, 30 minutes and we would have been fine to I'm catching up. But I don't know, life is just so good recently, and I hate to brag, but I'm just like, I've had such a good life, and I don't know, I'm just feeling like very lucky with what's going on in my life right now, and just like, okay, and just like so satisfied, and content. Like, I'm very happy, I'm content, and just like everything is good, everything's fine. And I don't know, it just feels good to be at a point where I'm not like striving for something or like going through something bad. It just like, life is just good, and that's all it should be. Like, I don't need like some freaking magical fantastic life, but I'm just like, I know my heart's feeling so full from like the relationships I have, and I'm feeling rich in like everything I have in my life. So I don't know, it's just like life is feeling good, which is easy to say when everything is going right. So knock on wood that it stays that way, but everything is just great. just like that, it's 11:15. Time for me to clock out for lunch and go on a run. Oh my god. Oh. Today's run is going to be a 31-minute interval run. I'll put on the screen what I'm doing if anyone's interested. Just part of my Nike Run Club or Nike Run app training program. I don't track it in there. I just track it on my Apple Watch and my Ring, but I like to have the plan at least in the app. So doing that today, and it's just, I think it's 5K, 10K mile pace intervals. We'll see. I haven't really looked at it because I'm kind of just dreading this week of training. After being off the schedule for 3 days, it definitely makes it a bit hard to kind of dive back in. Not impossible, just difficult. So let's get ready. I think it's like 75, 80 degrees out. So it shouldn't be too hot, hopefully. And let's put some music on and get going. Oh. This run is not going as expected. I'm not gonna say I failed, because I'm trying not to do that, but this is not intervals. I'm turning this run into a recovery run because my body is not happy. So instead of 31-minute intervals, 40-minute recovery, and that's fine. I think that's what my body needs. So we're gonna push through, but not with the original plan. You know, it's a rough run when you want to cut the recovery short. Whew. I'm gonna pushing. I am back from the run, did a body shower, drinking some electrolytes. I've never tried this before, but after the weekend, this was in one of my little goodie bags, as girls do for each other. So trying out a new nectar electrolyte pack in my little ghost cat cup that was gifted to me from winning something at work. I don't know. Anyway, today's run definitely didn't go as planned. I was hoping to do a 30-minute interval run, and my body said, absolutely not. Are you doing that? So it's all right. I'll just move it to another day. Ended up doing 35 minutes out on the run today, just a recovery run, and then I'll do the next 10 minutes at the gym on the treadmill. I just had to get back and like eat some lunch and go back to work. So yes, that's what we're doing. Friendly reminder, mostly to myself, but to anyone else, if they're doing marathon training or any training or all that, you can change your plans. If you go into something and it's not going the way you expect, you did not fail. It's still, you're working towards your goal. It's not a failure. Number two, you can change your plans. I had to keep telling myself that today, and as frustrating as it is, it's like not all too unexpected. Like I haven't done any physical like working out for 3 full days, and I'm like 3/4 of a way through a half marathon training program, like going back in after that. Like, not that it's impossible and not that my body should react this way, but also like I wasn't treating my body well this weekend, you know, so it's not all so unexpected, but definitely a little disappointing, but not bad. So all this to say, I'm gonna finish the rest of my run later. Oh, that's your other reminder that you don't need to do all of your running at one time. Like, I know people that live in like really hot climates will do that. They'll run like 4 miles in the morning, 4 miles at night. As long as you're getting the miles on the feet, that's really what matters the most. For me anyway, in my opinion. But I'm going to get back to work. I have a meeting with my mentor in about 10 minutes. So I'm going to do that and then finish the work day, go to the gym. I don't know. Hopefully wrap this day up. Hello.
Hello.
What you munching on?
Apples and peanut butter.
Nice. Classic. I feel like Granny Smiths are better with peanut butter.
Tart and I want crisp.
Yep.
Then you give me any other apple in like, March, and I'm gonna be like, this is mealy and I hate it.
Yep.
So.
Done at the gym. Did a back and bicep focus workout. And it was okay, you know, just getting back into the swing of things. I figured that would be an easier group to do than a leg day, that's for sure. So, pushing the hard stuff off another day. And I'm so freaking tired. I almost fell asleep in the car as I was like, I'm just gonna sit in the car for a second before I get out to go to the gym. Bad idea. I was like 7 minutes I was asleep, which like 7 minutes might not seem like a lot, but like, I don't know, I'm like in a fucking parking lot. Like, girl, just like fucking go. Anyway, so that's it for my activities for the day. And now I am headed home. I did some schoolwork during my work day, so I don't need to do that. We have just about no food in the house, and I don't plan on grocery shopping until probably Thursday. Like, I could probably go tomorrow if I get it delivered. Well, I could probably get groceries delivered tomorrow, but if I wanted to go in person, I'd have to go on Thursday, because tomorrow's gonna be another fun thing. But anyway, for now, I am headed home. Tonight, we are probably gonna do food trucks for dinner. Our town that we live in, every other Tuesday, does food trucks at like the local park, and this is the last one of the summer. So I think we're probably gonna try and go. Josh's friend that also lives in town is likely gonna go, so we will probably tag along. And also, I mean, we have some like frozen meatballs. I could probably figure out, I could mix some things together and make a pasta for sure. But food trucks sound pretty good. Might as well round out our unhealthy eating weekend with some more. Although they do have some really good options. Like, there's this one Mediterranean place that does like Greek style bowls, which is really good. There's seafood, which I got fried clams last time, and it's a little iffy from a truck, but not bad, honestly. There's always pizza, like barbecue. There's like so many different options. And I'm like, it's the last one of the summer. I don't know if I want to go. Part of me feels like a bit social drained, so I'm like, I don't really want to go and communicate with Josh's friends, or I don't know, like the people working in the trucks, which sounds really terrible of me, but my social battery is low. So that's not going to be for another 2 hours though. So I'm going to go home at least and sit on my ass and just kind of relax for a while. And then we'll see what kind of mood I'm in around 6 when it's about time to go out. I transformed back into a human being out of pumpkin mode. You know, in like Cinderella. Well, Cinderella doesn't turn into a pumpkin, but her things do. And so anyway, I turned myself into a pumpkin too early, but now we're dressed. You know. Got my brown long sleeve from Quince, my Hollister, I think jeans, not sure. Sweater from Goodwill, clogs, and we're ready to go get some food truck food.
Hi, vlog. Where are we going?
Food trucks.
Food trucks.
They have a lot today. There's like the most of that because it's the last one. So
Pretty good. Do you want to go to Dick's after? Yeah. Look at tailgating stuff. See if they have anything that I don't have to order online first.
Do we go on Sunday?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe not. I could on Sunday.
I'm supposed to golf Sunday.
Oh, I forgot you're going.
But
how are you gonna golf? There's football.
Yeah. Okay, vlog. We'll talk about that off camera.
Who? Alright. Got the gas.
Got the green gas.
Green gas food. Went to a new place today we haven't tried called Heroes on Wheels. Heroes on Wheels. And got a burger and a chicken burger and fries and mozzarella sticks.
It's really good.
You almost ate all the mozzarella sticks I was sharing, so
I know, it's really good.
I only got half a stick.
No, you had one.
I had half. Yeah.
Sorry.
Divorce. Anyway, you know, it was good. Did not vlog. We met up with some friends, Jake and Ashley, our Lisbon locals, and
Coworkers again.
well, yes, Jake and Josh, our coworkers, and yeah, it was a good time. But now it is 7:30. Headed home for the evening. Yep. You want ice cream?
I think they're not open now.
Yeah, they are, for sure. Okay. Alright. Another day. Another walk to start the morning. Alrighty, just like that, it is time for my first break of the day. And let's see, 6:45. So, time for breakfast. I have to take my lunch break at 8:45 to run because I don't have another hour break in the day. So, my lunch break is going to be in 2 hours. So right now I'm definitely not gonna eat my lunch at 8:45 in the morning. But all this to say is I'm trying to decide what I should eat because I could just do like a rice cake, cottage cheese, and a meat stick. That's my typical like pre-race meal. And then I'll eat gummies, you know. But besides that, not that I'm racing right now, obviously. I'm just like trying to think of like what my body wants before I run. And I don't know, trying to figure out like what works well. And that's all what training is about, is just like playing around, figuring things out. My usual breakfast, if you watch the vlogs, you probably know, it's just toast, eggs, spinach. What? What? Big baby. Anyway, what do you think I should eat, huh? I should go bowl. Oh. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Right, the universe and my stomach have decided we're doing eggs and toast. So let's whip this bad area up and probably start some schoolwork. I think I mentioned this, but I go to Purdue Global University full time. I'm currently studying for my bachelor's in analytics, or bachelor's in science and analytics. I'm a sophomore, technically. I just became a sophomore this term, so really exciting stuff for me. And yes, I am in 2 classes right now. How Purdue Global works for their full-time students is it's 10 weeks in 2 classes and then a week off, and then 10 weeks, 1 week off. So it's just like, it's continuous. There's no time off really. And it's okay. This September has been the busiest month of my life for whatever fucking reason. So it's been a little bit chaotic trying to like fit stuff in and like get school done where I can. But it's definitely manageable still. So we love that. But yes, I'm in a spreadsheet class and data analytics, and I have a seminar tonight. Hopefully I'm home for, but my girlfriend is having a little going away dinner, so that takes priority over my classes for sure. Beautiful. Nice. Yummy breakfast. Ready to go. Alrighty, just like that, we are done. Breakfast, back to walking. The stupid step competition. I just cannot stop being on the move.
I like 65 to 67 degrees at night.
I love a cold room.
A cold room.
Yeah. What does Chuck think of that?
He's freezing. It's freezing in here. And he doesn't like to spend the money because Chuck Morgan is very tight. Money person. He's a numbers person.
Okay, so he does the number.
He does the numbers.
When this comes out, your show will be coming out in a couple of days. Congratulations.
Thank you, my darling.
Chuck Lorre is the producer. You are, it's on Netflix. It's a multicam.
Multicam.
And loosely based on your life.
It's based on my comedy, but not
Yeah.
my life, because we thought that would be weird. But let me tell you that the premise is my husband walks off and leaves me after 30-something years of marriage, and now I'm sitting here, what in the world am I going to do? And I cannot tell you how many fans said, Chuck Morgan doesn't deserve you. I knew this would happen. He sucks. He's kept you down.
Alrighty. It is 8:45 and I'm about to go on my lunch break. Yep. That's on working early and having like 8 hours of meetings today. Obviously I'm exaggerating, but there's a shit ton of meetings. Most of them are, oh I gotta wait. Most of them are easy peasy. Just like, I don't know, meeting with my manager, recurring meetings. Anyway, I'm in my all white fit and ready to go on this run that I was supposed to do yesterday. So yesterday, like I mentioned, turned into a recovery run. So today I'm going to do the intervals I was attempting to do yesterday. And I'm feeling a lot better this morning, just like body-wise and like sleep-wise. So this run should go well, putting it into the universe. On a recovery leg, but today's going so much better than yesterday. Feeling good. Home from my run, body showered, and in my second workout outfit of the day. I'm going to be in meetings from now until about 1:30 or 12:30, and it's 9:45, so I will not see you for a while, but pray for me because as much as I love working from home, the meetings of it all and like having to be on camera kind of gets annoying. And Wednesdays specifically are just heavy meeting days, so at least I know, but time for meetings. 12 o'clock meetings all ended a bit early, so we love that. And time for my lunch. I did not meal prep this week because I wasn't home and I'm only working 3 days and I meal prep for 5 and I didn't want to reduce it. So I think we're gonna make a little tortilla wrap. We don't have any cheese, but we have turkey, spinach. So we'll figure something out, but I'm gonna eat some lunch and I'll check in with you guys at the end of the day. Wrapping up my workday, have my school assignments pulled up. I have already posted my discussion posts for the week. I just need to do responses for one class, but they need a post on 3 days. So I do my first post on one day, second post on another day, third post on another day. So that'll be done. I just have this assignment left to do, so I've got it pulled up. I'll start working on that later tonight or probably tomorrow after work. But for now, let's clock out. I kept my lunch break today at 9:40. My goodness gracious. Anyway, let's go to the gym.
You weren't doing anything.
Who were the peeps that was in with the Orback years?
It was no.
Alrighty, vlog. As you can see, I'm in a nice little dress. Haven't worn this since my future sister-in-law's bridal shower, but gonna whip it out. It's still summer technically, and it's warm out, so I'm gonna pretend I'm gonna cosplay summer even though it's gonna get chilly. I'm gonna wear this bright yellow dress and my little cardigan I was wearing yesterday. But I'm meeting a girlfriend and a group of her friends at a winery by us, and we're having a little send-off dinner. I think I mentioned this earlier in the video, but one of my girlfriends that I actually met off of Bumble BFF is moving back to Colorado. She got a temporary job there last year, and now this year she's going back for a more full, not that it wasn't full-time, I guess like a long-term position. So it's really exciting, but sad that she's going, but I'm gonna get together and send her off tonight with some wine and good food, hopefully. So let's do some makeup. I'll put you guys on a time lapse so I can enjoy watching a show of some sort. And yeah, but here's the look. It's definitely a bit see-through, but not that I care. And I did tie the straps in this like janky ass bow because they're a little too long and I'm not trying to flash everybody. So we'll see how long that lasts, or if I'll just take out the bow and hope for the best. It is kind of bothersome with it not. What I really need to do is bring it to a seamstress just to shorten the straps, but I haven't done so yet. So for now, it's a midi length too, which is fun. I won't be wearing these socks. I'll be changing, but for now, let's do some makeup and get looking pretty. Alrighty, outfit is picked. I definitely need to get this tailored because right now this is like looking so janky, but we're gonna keep the sweater on, and by the end of the night I'll just end up actually having it on since we're eating outside, I think. But I think this is it. Got my little pink heels on, pretty yellow dress, and a little white sweater over the shoulders. I was gonna wear this, which honestly, let's try that out. This one. It's definitely giving more fall. I think I'll keep this because it'll match the pink too. So alrighty, hopefully just, oh no, that's not gonna work. Could do, just crop it. Maybe we do. This would honestly be really easy to sew if you would just cut the straps a bit, but maybe someday. We did this one, the little grandma on her. My tripod. An outfit change. Oh, yeah, started her up. I need to plug my watch in because I'm in a step competition. An outfit change has been made because the yellow dress just simply was not working, unfortunately. And yes. Okay, I don't know what you're doing. Okay. Anyway, off to, well, girls' dinner. Changed into this little red number, which I'm sure I'll have a picture of because Audrey said she's not leaving until we get a decent picture together. So that's on the docket. But besides that, changed my shoes, still have the sweater, at least. Yeah, let's go have a fun little girly night with my chauffeur. Yay. These birds are crazy. We're headed home. Let's see what we can do here.
Tell them the time.
It is 9:35, so bit of a late night for us. Yeah, we met for dinner at 6, so 3-hour dinner, which honestly with 7 girls, that's not bad. But a lot of gabbing, a lot of talking. Didn't take any clips at dinner because I'm not a sociopath that needs to record me at a dinner with a bunch of girls that don't know I make videos. But happy to send my girlfriend off. I think we're gonna see each other tomorrow, so that'll be good. But yeah, it was a good night. Had some good food. Josh and I will definitely be going back there for like a wine tasting. They do wine tastings a few days a week, and the restaurant itself was also pretty good. So we'll be going back for sure. And Josh got to hang out for the last half hour while he was waiting for us to be done talking. But as girls do, we just can't shut the fuck up.
You say that about me.
You can't. Okay, well the difference is Josh will say, okay, bye, we're leaving. But then after he says goodbye, he talks for another 25 minutes to an hour. If I say goodbye, I'm leaving. I don't say goodbye and then keep talking. I never said I was leaving. I just said, come pick me up. Because also, we were there half an hour after they were closed. Because that's what girls do. But anyway, we're headed home for the evening. Tomorrow's just going to be another work day, school day. Hopefully hang out with my girlfriend one more time.
Football!
Football! Yeah, I gotta do my draft. But for now, I'm gonna sign off for the night. And I'll check in tomorrow. Oh my god, that was big yawn. Good morning. It is 9:30. Last night I just watched probably too much TV and ate a snack and went to bed. And yeah, getting on with my day. I haven't vlogged much at all really this morning because there's nothing going on. I'm just working. My morning meeting got canceled though, so taking the time back and working on some schoolwork. I mentioned it yesterday, but I go to Purdue Global University full time, studying for my bachelor's degree. I'm in 2 classes right now. That's what they do for full time. And I am just responding to a discussion post. Yesterday I made my initial posts, and for one of the classes you have to post on multiple days of the week. So this is my second day of the week post, and then I'm going to use the rest of my hour to do my assignment. And I did not watch the seminar last night because that was at 9 o'clock, and I probably could have started it anyway while I was out and the girls wouldn't have minded, but I was just not doing that. And after a couple glasses of wine, I'm not doing school. So I have to watch the seminar. Oh my god. Yeah. So that being said, let's make this response.
So deleting a cell gets rid of the whole cell structure along with all its contents, its formatting. When you delete the cell has to shuffle the position of the entire entries of the surrounding cells to plug up any gaps made by the device. Deleting entries, columns, and rows from a worksheet is risky business unless you are sure that the columns and rows in questions contain nothing of value. So remember, when you delete an entire row from the worksheet, you delete all the information from the columns A through IV in that row, and you can see only a very few columns in that row. So likewise, when you delete an entire column from that worksheet, you delete all the information from row 1 all the way through 1,048,576 in that column. And you might want to do this sometimes, but sometimes you don't, because it'll shift the formatting entirely, so that can pose a problem if that is your endeavor to do there. So when inserting or deleting columns and rows in a worksheet, it is that these operations affect all of the rows in these columns and all of those columns in those rows, right? So one way to guard against inadvertently deleting existing data or splitting apart a single range is to use the zoom slider on the status bar, set right click at the bottom right hand corner, okay, on the sheet, and then check visually for intersecting groups of the data in the hinterlands of the worksheet. So there, another way to check is to press in plus, or in plus, and then the point on the right, or in.
Alrighty, just like that. Time for another lunch break run. And Miss Miko has been hanging out with me all day. Alrighty, done with the gym. Going on a walk, meeting a girlfriend. Going to enjoy the afternoon outside. It's beautiful out, nice little breeze. But I didn't really vlog at the gym at all because I didn't feel like it. And it would have been the same thing you would have seen all the other days. But for now, I'm gonna be walking for about 10 minutes and should meet up with my girlfriend. Then we'll walk for an hour and then grocery shopping. And it's gonna be a good evening. So you could stay however long, but now